personally, I was privileged that I was given a chance to understand the Royal Q compensation plan. And like I've explained, when I was able to understand the Royal Q compensation plan, I decided to double my effort. All right, I decided to double my effort because of one or two things that I would love to talk about today. One, many people in this world keep on looking for opportunities. If I'm right, give me one in the chat. Many people in this world keep on looking for opportunities. Give me one in the chat if I'm right. Give me one in the chat if I'm right. Every single day, people wake up every day to look for opportunities. And for one reason or another, they basically believe that the grass is greener on the other side than it is on their own side. I don't know if that is true. I'll use the cooperative world to explain this. If someone is a doctor in the cooperative world, he has a thinking which is true that once he becomes specific from only being a doctor, and now he becomes a gynecologist, someone who deals specifically on ladies, maybe there he could have more opportunity. Okay, if someone is working in a company and is basically, let me say, an accountant, he wants to go back to school so that he becomes a manager, because he believes that when he becomes a manager, the opportunities of being a manager are better than the opportunity of being, I just wanted to paint it there so that we can all see. Now, in this world, people keep on looking for opportunities every single day. But there is one thing that changes everything. There is always one thing that changes everything. Now, I want to play for you this video before I start so that I could categorically paint a picture of what I intend to mean today, or what I intend to basically share so that maybe someone today could be able to make a decision that I have found an opportunity, okay? So that someone could maybe make a decision that I have found something that I can do with all my heart, something that I can do with all my spirit, something that I can do, and it has the power to change my life. I want to play for you this video. Today, one of the news that is breaking the crypto arena is of a guy called a BitBoy. Now, that's why I do the leadership classes in the morning. BitBoy is one of we could call him a successful guru in the crypto market space, but he has been arrested this morning because of drugs. And, you know, it is when you make money, money should not become a problem. He wanted to steal a Lamborghini somewhere from a certain company, but that's not why I'm here. Let me get into my topic. Okay, just a minute. All right. I'm gonna play for you this, guys.
Statistically, when we look at accumulating wealth, the people that really win have stayed in the same lane for a very long time. And you can backtest what I'm saying. All the big boys, they don't keep switching industries. They don't keep switching what they're doing. That doesn't mean you won't reinvent yourself or recreate yourself along the way, but you continue to build in your lane. You can continue to build in your segment instead of bouncing around. And that's an unpopular belief right now because a lot of people are getting the opposite message. Constantly pivot, constantly change what you're doing. The problem is if you do that, you never really grow roots. No roots, no fruits. And a lot of times it's over time that we begin to see the fruit of our labor. And if we're constantly digging up our seed and moving it, we're never going to get there. Statistically, when we look at accumulating wealth, the people that really win have stayed in the same lane for a very long time. And you can backtest what I'm saying. All the big boys, they don't keep switching industries. They don't keep switching what they're doing. That doesn't mean you won't reinvent yourself or recreate yourself along the way, but you continue to build in your lane. You can continue to build in your segment instead of bouncing around. And that's an unpopular belief right now because a lot of people are getting the opposite message. Constantly pivot, constantly change what you're doing. The problem is if you do that, you never really grow roots. No roots, no fruits. And a lot of times it's over time that we begin to see the fruit of our labor. And if we're constantly digging up our seed and moving it, we're never going to get there.
I just want to play it for one more time.
Statistically, when we look at accumulating wealth, the people that really win have stayed in the same lane for a very long time. And you can backtest what I'm saying. All the big boys, they don't keep switching industries. They don't keep switching what they're doing. That doesn't mean you won't reinvent yourself or recreate yourself along the way, but you continue to build in your lane. You can continue to build in your segment instead of bouncing around. And that's an unpopular belief right now because a lot of people are getting the opposite message. Constantly pivot, constantly change what you're doing. The problem is if you do that, you never really grow roots. No roots, no fruits. And a lot of times it's over time that we begin to see the fruit of our labor. And if we're constantly digging up our seed and moving it, we're never going to get there.
All right. You know, when I want to talk about business, I want to approach Royal Q from an entrepreneurship mindset. I have ever shared here before, but I also want to repeat it today before I take you through the compensation plan of Royal Q as an opportunity that I've basically found to be extraordinary. But before I go to those reasons, I actually want to compare. Peter decides to become an entrepreneur. When Peter decides to become an entrepreneur, he opens up a salon. When he opens up a salon, definitely Peter starts to make some profit from his salon business. And he becomes too much excited to diversify his income by starting another business. Peter opens up a Uber business. And when Peter opens up a Uber business, now he stops having time for his salon and he starts giving his time to his Uber. I have a question. Will Peter's customers of the salon remain? Let's get into the chat. Will Peter's customers of the salon remain? Let me know in the chat. Will Peter's customers of the salon remain? Will Peter's customers of the salon remain? Not at all. Not at all. Even the royal ones will go away. Why? One, Peter will stop improving his salon. Are we together? Give me one in the chat if I'm making you understand better. Peter will stop improving his salon. Peter will stop improving his salon. What do I mean? If I was Peter and I would have made some money, one, I would increase the capital in my salon. What would you do if you were Peter? Let me go more practical before I go into mine. What would you do if you were Peter and you were the owner of the salon and you have started making some good money from the salon? What would you do to your salon? What would you do to your salon? Let me know in the chat. What would you do to your salon? Give me some answers in the chat. What would you do to your salon? What would you do to your salon? Anybody following? If you were Peter and you were the owner of the salon, what did you do? I would scale it up. Thank you so much. I would scale it up. Thank you so much. I would add more services and open more branches. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Add more services to it. Open more branches. Beautiful, beautiful. I will improve it. Thank you so much. Now, one of the reasons why many people who have tried entrepreneurship, I'm speaking not from an aspect of so much experience, but I stopped having a job in 2018. Okay. I stopped working for someone in 2018. That was my serious last job. And the previous week, I think the previous week, I was contacted by a new NGO that is coming into my region, and they wanted to employ me again. I told them I'm unemployable, but I could give people jobs if you give me the ability to give jobs in your NGO, and I'm now giving jobs. All right, we are giving some jobs to a few people who are interested in employment sector, and I'm getting paid for giving jobs. Right, that's what I can do, but I cannot be able to work myself. But for the times I've been in entrepreneurship, I've seen so many people who have tried the entrepreneurship sector get back to the life they said they hate. Get back to the life they said I don't want it. Get to the life they said this is not where I belong. Why? Because they are not able to scale up their business. Okay? They are not able to improve their entrepreneurship business. All right? And that's very important. So now what happened, Peter stopped giving so much time to his salon and started giving more time to the Uber. And when we met with Peter, I told him, Peter, look, I'm going to stop using your salon. Why? One, the machines are still very old. They are not improving. You are not making the place look nicer. You are making the money, but you are diverting the money to the Uber business. And that's what most of you do, even in Royal Q. When you make the profit, you call it diversification of your business. You call it diversification of your business. All right. You call it that I want to have several sources of income. But yet the business you have opened so far is not yet stable enough, right? It's not yet stable enough to be giving you stable income so that you could diversify. I don't know if I'm speaking, but I usually want to speak from my heart. I usually don't want to speak pure my words. I want to speak from my heart. I want to give an example of a lady. I want to give an example of a lady who is working abroad. I want to give you an example. I love her approach, and I would love to share with you this example. Right? Okay, she's my friend. Okay, she may not even be in my team, but she's my friend. I love working with her, but I'll share with you. Okay, all right. I'll double tap on my screen. Okay, this is my friend. She's abroad. She's a lady. She started doing Royal Q with doubt. I told her, your main focus should be increasing your capital. And she was like, okay, Julius, how much capital? She had $1,000 at start. I told her, make sure you keep on improving your capital, not keeping on improving your first buying amount before you improve your capital. Because along the line, some of you, as we work with you, I'm here to talk about team building and the compensation plan. Some of you, as we work with you, you have $500 and you want your first buying amount to be as high as $100. I don't know if I'm making sense. I told this lady, look, when we started, her first buying amount was $20 with $1,000, and our drop was 30% strategy. And I told her, I want you to understand that we don't control the market, but increase your capital, and that's how we shall slowly be increasing your what? Your first buying amount. Today, she has the capital of around $32,000. But this is her profit. Now, I want to make a big statement. that some of you do not get it clearly. It is not about how much you make. It's about how consistent. Who is on the chart and you know the 3 R's of business, the 3 R's that the crypto ambassadors talk about. Can someone in the business chat type the chat, the 3 R's, the 3 R's? Why do we exist as crypto ambassadors? Why do we exist as crypto ambassadors? Why do we exist? Yes, thank you so much. We want you to be making regular, repeated, recurring income. Now, the biggest problem we suffer with most of you is that someone has a capital of $50 and he wants his first buying amount to be 50. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. You have very little capital, and when you advise to make your first buying amount 10, you tell me, Julius, look, whenever I pick my trades, I make little profit. I want to make more. Julius, I want to make more. I want to make more profit, but the capital is still constant. I don't know if I'm making sense. The capital is still constant. The capital is not increasing, but the amount of money you want to expose in the market, you want it to be increasing. Am I making sense to you? I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but let me know that I'm making sense to you. And this has caused so many people to fail to make regular, repeated, recurring income. When I tell someone that if you have $500, trade one coin, they're like, you are denying me opportunity. You are denying me opportunity. I want to put my money at use. I want to put my money at use. Why is my money remaining into my USDT? Ladies and gentlemen, you can only increase what you have. You cannot increase what you don't have. Now, what has Royalty thought about? And it has given us an opportunity. As the crypto ambassadors, we believe that, yes, someone can make regular, repeated, recurring income if they only are able, I want to make that very, very clear. If they only are able to diagnose their current financial situation. If they can only diagnose their current financial situation into what we call the 3S. Can someone type the 3S in the chat? If you have been following the crypto ambassadors for some time, can you type the 3S in the chat? If I take you through the compensation plan, type the 3S in the chat, the 3S in the chat, the 3S in the chat. If someone knows the 3S of the crypto ambassadors, type them in the chat. You can only share the royalty opportunity. Someone, if you know what 3S stands for, type it in the chat. Because I see people just typing 3S. If you know what the 3S stands for, type them in the chat. Because I see people just typing 3S, 3S. If you know what the 3S stands for, type them into the chat. If you know what it stands for, right? If you know what it stands for. If you don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, you can only share the royalty opportunity. You can only share the royalty opportunity. Thank you so much, CZ. He says sufficient. Thank you so much. You can only share the royalty opportunity if you know your current financial situation. Because if you cannot know your current financial situation, sharing the royalty opportunity becomes like a burden. It becomes like something they are throwing to you. It becomes like something they are forcing onto you. It becomes like something you are not doing out of your personal will. Sharing the royalty opportunity only makes sense if you can, thank you so much, Dr. Chadwick, if you can be able to find out your current financial situation. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, first, you can be having a suffocating financial situation. First and foremost, before I continue, anybody trading with less than $500, maybe 500 is very little. Anybody trading below $10,000, you are still in what we could term as, okay, it's not so much suffocating, but anybody trading with less than $500, you are into a suffocating financial situation. What is suffocating? Some of you who are doing Royal Q, you are bringing your rent money into the business. So you cannot pay your bills well. All right. You cannot pay your bills well. Like children are going to school, in some countries where children are going to school, you cannot be able to pay your school fees in time. When people add you to maybe wedding parties, things to do with anything to contribute, you feel like the burden is sitting on your head. So what it means that you are still into a financial suffocating situation, that even your personal expenses, rent, providing basic needs at home, it is not easy for you to meet them. Now, when I started Royal Q on the 12th of June 2021, I was living a suffocating financial situation. Many people ask me, how did you get out of the situation? I diagonized. I was able to sit down and listen to my inner me. My inner me, not the people that I meet on social media. My inner me, not the friends that know me. My inner me, not my parents. My inner me, not my neighbors. My inner me, not the people I went to school with. My inner me. I decided to put my education background down, because some of you present the opportunity by putting your education papers onto the table first. Ladies and gentlemen, the world has changed, that it's not about what you studied that makes sense in this world. It's about the digital transformation, the adoption, the digital transformation, the cashless economy that has changed. The economy that we had, where employment was very key and profound, has ended. We are into a cashless economy, adoption, evolution, digital transformation. So you needed to diagnose, yes, I'm earning a salary, but am I living a suffocating financial situation? I can't pay my bills in time. Do I find difficulty in things like loading data? Do I find difficulty in things like paying my rent? Do I find difficulty in providing a food? Do I find difficulty in giving my family a good life? If it is yes, listen to your inner you. Don't listen to what people are saying on the different groups. Listen to yourself and then ask your big question. Would I love my loved ones to live the same life I have been able to take them through? Then if you listen to yourself, and that thing that is the inner you tells you you are living a suffocating financial situation, sharing Royal Q is not an option. Sharing Royal Q is not. I have a question before maybe I diagnose it. When you are living such a lifestyle, is sharing Royal Q an option? Let me find out. Tell me in the chat. You can't pay your bills in time. You can't have enough trading capital. Things are not moving your way. Your salary is not enough. When you get your salary, it disappears in 2 hours. You have debts. You have debts. People are demanding you. Every shop you bypasses demands you. Things are not moving your way. Like things are not okay. Is sharing Royal Q an option? Is sharing Royal Q an option? Let me find out in the chat. Let me know. Is sharing Royal Q, it becomes a must. It becomes a must. Why? Because you know your current financial situation. You know, it becomes a thing you are supposed to do. Now, I want to find out in the chat. Do you care what people say when you share with them the opportunity? You don't care what people say. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care because you are fighting for your life. People ask me, how did you get a breakthrough? I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my destiny. And when I did it in 8 days, I'm a testimony. When I did it in 8 days, I started making $100 every single day. And the business has never gone down. I did not care what people say. I did not care what people think. I did not care where I come from. I said enough is enough. One of my greatest mentors made a statement and said, people remain in their current situation when they continue to tolerate. When they continue to tolerate I was tired of my current situation. And ladies and gentlemen, as a living testimony, I was living a suffocating lifestyle. I'm going to share my screen before I ran very fast to the compensation plan of Royal Q. I was living a suffocating lifestyle. And when I made a decision, the rest is history. The rest is history. Now, when you jump out of a suffocating lifestyle, you go into what we call a sufficient lifestyle. Now, what is sufficient? What is sufficient? Sufficient, you are able to pay your personal bills. Sufficient, you are able to pay your personal bills. Sufficient, you are able to meet your personal things you want to make. You have sufficient. You can be able to make your family happy. You can be able to make yourself happy. You can be able to afford everything your family asks for. You have entered a sufficient lifestyle. But the reason why I want you to share Royal Q is because I want you to be a blessing to other people. The reason why I'm going to take you through the compensation plan of Royal Q is because the opportunity that I'm going to share with you gives you power and ability, ladies and gentlemen, to become a blessing to other people. Today, people now, when I was broke, no one was adding me to groups. Then when I show you my chart, at least every single month, I have people who add me to as many groups as possible so that I could contribute. I'm not the one who tells them, but now I have become a blessing to other people. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question before I take you through the compensation plan of Royal Q. Is this good income? Is this effort well rewarded? Is the effort well rewarded? Is this good income? Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't want to talk about speculation. We don't want to talk about promises. We don't want to talk about the opportunity will pay you, because many people across the world every single day keep on looking for opportunity. Yet there is one you have that you can maximize. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Is this good income? Is this good income? It may not be the best, but let me know in the chat. Is that good income per day? Per day? Now, it is not even the income alone. Listen to me. It's not even the income alone. The following factors are added to that income. One, I stay at home. I stay at home. Ladies and gentlemen, I stay at home. One factor, I stay at home. It means I have time freedom to do what I want to do with whom I want to do it, and I have the money to help me afford it. I'm not here to brag, but I'm here to share with you the power of what we have. That if you could decide today, according to the compensation plan I'm going to take you through, and put in the effort, Royal Q is willing to reward your efforts 110%. And allow me, in these few minutes we have, I drastically take you through the compensation plan. Because I remember very well when I was invited to Royal Q, I took the time and I understood. I took the time and I understood that if I give this business my effort, if I give this opportunity my time, if I give this opportunity my ability to work, if I give this opportunity my energy. It has the power to pay me my efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to look at the royalty compensation plan? Are we ready to understand the details of the royalty compensation plan? Give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat. Then I'm going to share my screen and let's go through the royalty compensation plan. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's now go into this compensation plan. All right. The royalty compensation plan. An overview of the royalty compensation plan, which we call the network income. An overview of the compensation plan, which we call the network income. The network income consists of two main components. You're going to be recognized and be rewarded. It consists of what we call the activation bonus, which we call the activation gain, which is your direct sales bonus. That if you go outside there and talk about royalty to your friends, your family, your neighbors, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be rewarded. And two, we have the trade profits, which we call the direct quantification and the team quantification, which derives from the trade profits. Now, this made sense for me. This is what I saw. And I want to paint picture. I bring Peter. Peter learns to use royalty. For the rest of his life, whenever Peter will be trading, I'll be rewarded. One, for him trading and the people he will bring for the rest of the business. So I get paid the first time and I get paid forever. You get paid for the first time when I put in the effort, but I still get paid forever whenever Peter will make profit. That was so phenomenal. To me, it was a business that could give me what we call residual income, money that comes to me without me doing anything. Now, let me come back, ladies and gentlemen, to you again. I have done product companies before, but you only get paid. I know Leader OBM is here. You only get paid if people sell products. Let me find out, because I know Leader OBM is here, because he's one of the people I've done product companies for a very good time. Yes, Leader OBM.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, to break on what you are saying, I've seen in one product marketing company. It's health product. Now I have to do what we call 100 PV every month so I can get commission. That's about in Nigeria around 68,000 naira. So without that, I won't get commission from team commissions. I'm not getting a dime if I don't do it every month. So I see ReactQ as a steal. ReactQ, you are just doing like $12 every month. So ReactQ is the best, is the cheapest, but you get more. What I've made in ReactQ, I've not made it in that food network marketing company, and I've been there for close to 7-8 years. So if you are in ReactQ, you are just doing you are just taking like a visitor. I just put you. So continue my video.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leader OBM. From what he shared, ladies and gentlemen, he's saying that from his product company. Thank you. Samuel says auto ship. You must pay something per month to get rewarded, but royalty, you buy it once, and for a full year, whenever people trade, you get. And ladies and gentlemen, there you are working with people. Here, it is robots working for people. I usually love to deal with a pure example. I want you to imagine. None of this income I'm going to display here is my effort. It's not my effort. None of this income here today, specifically today, is my effort. None of this, because what I made yesterday, I withdrew it. I have evidence of withdrawal. I took it off yesterday, $126. I took it off yesterday at 1930. Someone may say, but that was 25th. I had even taken another one on the same date. Every single day. Let me just show you 3 consecutive days. I don't want to lie. This is 23rd. This is 24th. This is 24th. This is 25th. This is 25th. Where is this money coming from? Whenever someone is brought in the business and they trade, I earn something. Some people say, Julius, it is very little, my friend. Because the robot doesn't sleep, the rewards are non-believable. So when you understand this compensation plan I'm talking about, the 2 major ways you get paid, your personal effort and the effort of bringing Peter. Whenever Peter will make profit, you get paid. And anybody Peter will introduce under him, you still earn on them. Let's break it into more details. Let's look at the activation gain. Of the 120 USDT that RoyalQ receives when someone activates their robot, RoyalQ keeps 40 USDT and distributes 80 USDT to the network, which is us. I said, what? What? What, RoyalQ? Someone pays 120, and on this, you give back 80 USDT. I was speaking to one of my friends who's doing product company. And in their businesses, those who have done product company, they have what they call binary system. So they have binary PVs. So you must have points on the right and points on the left to get an income. For the very, very first time, RoyalQ brought a revolutionary compensation plan that every sale that happens in your team, there is no balancing left and right. Every sale, once a robot is sold, you will earn. But these guys are thieves. You work so hard, this side is growing, but for you to make money also, this side needs to grow. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. So there must be sales here and sales here for you to earn. It is only in RoyalQ that once a robot is activated, on this, you must receive something. Can we give RoyalQ some love hearts if you understand that I've just shared? For the very, very first time, I had never seen such a thing. For those who have done product companies, give RoyalQ some good love. For the very, very, I have a friend who has done that company for a very long time. On one side, he has millions of dollars of sales, but he's very broke. I told him, man, they are destroying your effort. He said, why, Julius? Because here, every effort is rewarded. Every effort is rewarded. You need people on the right, people on the left. You balance, you earn. You don't balance, you don't make money. Here, once activation has happened, activation has happened, receive your bonus. Activation has happened, receive your bonus. Sale has happened, receive your bonus. Immediately sale has happened, you receive your bonus. Immediately the robot sells, you receive your bonus. Immediately the robot sells, you receive it. So there is, and if you are smart enough, you make it even when you are sleeping. I'll talk about that. How do you make money even? How is it distributed? It is 30 to 70 depending on your rank. So if you are a V1, who we call a junior broker, when you share your link, you make $30. This was my game changer. When I made this money and I withdrew it, I said, what? Someone activates with 120 and they give me $30. I said, I'm going to bring my village. I'm going to bring my village. If the village fails, I'll bring the sub-county. When the sub-county fails, I will bring the district. When the district fails, I will bring the city. When the city fails, I'll bring the whole country. When the whole country fails, I'll bring everybody. Do you know what I did? I just went on my Telegram. That was my game changer. That was my game changer. Now, what is moving right now is TikTok. Yeah, now people are doing business so much on TikTok. I just came here on my Telegram. I still have the evidence. I just came here on Telegram. And I inboxed even now the messages are still there. I didn't just return to these guys. I inboxed everybody I could access on Telegram without mercy. You know what? As I kept on, even some are still here. Some I didn't go back to them. Some I went back. Some scammed me. Some did not scam me. Some I never went back. Some I went back. Some I didn't go back because what I was looking for, I had got it. Now why would I die? But now, some sent me a lot of scams. Some but I continued. I talked to as many people as possible. Said what? Whoever I speak to, I earn $30. That's why I wonder when someone remains a junior broker for a full week. A full week, someone is a junior broker. 2 weeks, someone is a junior broker. 3 weeks, someone is because I was suffocating. I was into a suffocating financial situation. When I made my first $30, I did not stop. And after 2 days, I made another 60. I said, this is crazy. I made another 90. In 8 days, I had 20 people in my team. Why? One, I had known my current financial situation. And two, I had known that when I put in the effort, how much will I be rewarded? I had known how much I will be rewarded. So, depending on your rank. So if you were V2, you make 40 USDT. If you were V3, you make 50 USDT. If you were V4, you make 60. If you were V5, you make 65. And if you were V6, you make 70 USDT. And that's why, just that my leaders changed. The people I was working with changed. But that's why in my first month, I was a V2. 8 days, I was a V2. In 5 months, I had become a V5. Now I'm building afresh. I'm bringing new lines that will take me to V6. But in 5 months, the people I started with, they know it. In 5 months, I was a V5. Every month I was taking a rank. Every month I was taking a rank. This one, because this one needed 3 V5s, that's why I paid. But if it was not that, this I would do it in 6 months. When you reached here, now people started being taken by wind. They started doing a lot of stuff. I will not go into that, but it's okay. Very soon, I know this is going to be cracked. Very, very soon, because I'm getting closer every single day. But every single month, I was cracking a rank. Every single month, I was cracking a rank. This is why I've delayed this, because now I'm bringing new lines to the V5 rank, right? New lines. But the part I started with, I have so many V4s in the team. Why? Why was I working hard? I was tired of my current financial situation. Now, let's break down the quantifications. From activations, we also have quantifications. And these quantifications are divided into two: direct quantifications and team quantifications. These are from the people you have personally brought. These are from the team. Let's go. You are entitled to a percentage of the trade profits, which makes up your residual income from your direct team member as well as your indirect team member whenever a trade is closed, which means there is profit. Oh my God, I said why? The market is open 24/7. And here we connect a robot, Royal Q. So it makes profit. 24/7, I'll make money, ladies and gentlemen. There is no day since I took Royal Q serious that I have woke up and not found money on my account. There is no day. There is, even now as I'm speaking to you, I'm making money. You may say, Julius, are you serious? I'm making money. Even as I'm speaking to you. Even as I'm speaking to you, I'm making money. There is no day, because whenever it is night, someone who has a different trading capital. I usually hear stories of people who say, I don't want to share the business. The reason why I don't want to share the business is because I'm not getting profit. Why do you deny yourself an opportunity? if I have $1,000 and I bring Peter, and Peter has $10,000, as I'm in floating loss with my 1,000, will Peter also be in floating loss with his 10,000? Let me know in the chat. Will Peter also be in floating loss with his $10,000? I might be in floating loss with my $100. Then Stephen starts today with also $100. Will Stephen be in floating loss with his $200? Let me also know in the chat. I'm floating with my $100. Stephen starts tomorrow with his $100. Will he also be in floating loss with me? Stephen may start today when the market is different. People give reasons. I don't want to share the opportunity because my trades are not winning. My friend, that is none of my business. As I'm floating, Stephen will start tomorrow and the market will be better. I usually see people who say, let me share my royalty. People who say, I will not share the opportunity because you see I'm floating on Acro. As I'm here floating on Acro, it is here floating. Acro is here floating. Here, floating with 1,000. Acro is here floating. Now there's someone who has traded WRX. And what is happening with my WRX? There is purchases, there are buys that are happening on WRX as I'm floating. So why do you people give reasons that you can stay in just the same financial situation because of your current financial consequence? Now I have a question. I need an answer in the chat. Has my floating loss prevented me from making my $106 today? Hit the question in the chat. Has my Acro floating loss prevented this from coming? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I usually look in the group when people are like, I am floating, I am floating, I am on floating loss. I can't talk to people about the business because I'm on floating loss. Who have I showed even my floating? Let me show you. How much is floating? Has this $1,000 that is on floating loss prevented, because it has been here for some time, prevented this from coming? Has it prevented $218 to come? Has it prevented $212 to come? Has it prevented $154 to come yesterday? What's wrong with people? I need an answer. I collect the capital, I go and open margin calls. Where do I collect the capital? By sharing the opportunity so that I can even earn when I'm in floating loss. Why do you sit on your dreams? Why do you sit on your goals? Why do you sit on, because I would share, because, but you see, because I would keep on giving all your reasons, but ladies and gentlemen, Royal Q will continue to pay you direct quantification and team quantification. And it is residual income. It is residual income. I have a big question, another big question. Is this my effort? I have a big question. Am I the one who brings these team quantifications? Am I the one who brings this? Is this me? Is this me? Because if as I'm speaking to me, I'm making money. Is this me? Is this my effort? Whose effort is this? Can someone answer in the chat? Who has done this work? Is it me who has done this work? Some of you are still doing businesses. Let me know in the chat. Who has done that work? I've not done anything to get paid. It is the robot that is trading for someone. I don't care whether someone who joins the business, he says, Julius, I don't want to share the opportunity. I say, welcome, welcome. Let the robot trade for you. If you don't want to share, it is okay. My concern is whenever the robot will be trading for you, I will make something. I don't care who you will give. If Julius, is it okay that I join and I don't share? It is okay. Join, don't share. It is okay. You join, don't share. Let the royal queue trade for you. Whenever it will make profit for you, I will make money. Whenever it will make profit for you, I will make money. I just keep on encouraging you. Add in more capital, 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 add in more capital. The robot add in more capital. We open more margin calls, add in more capital. It's the language I speak. It's the language I speak. When someone like today, I met this guy. This guy joined my business, joined me yesterday, but one. He wakes up in the morning and says, let me leave this lady. He wakes up now. This one I'm going to teach, but let me see this guy here. Where is he? Even very many, some of them I forget. Where is he? Where is he? This one I was presenting the business in the morning, but I don't know where this guy is because they run out of my head. I don't know where he is now. There are many. What is his name? Even his name has run out of my head. He's here. He's from Dubai. He has added more capital. Yesterday he told me, sir, I have added more capital. I have already deposited. And I said, okay. More capital. More capital is the only language I understand. If you want more capital, and for the ring, you'll make money. Even when you go for short call, you make money. Even when you are spending, you make money. Even when you are anything, sleeping, you make money. Eating, you make money. Drinking water, you make money. Even when you start just blinking your eye, ladies and gentlemen, even when you blink your eye, even when you swallow saliva, even when you are under the mango tree, under the banana, with the panta, with my friends, you make money. You make money. Now, I don't know why for you, you have a smartphone that doesn't pay you every little second that happens on this world. You are giving your time to things that you say you are so busy with, yet they don't pay you per second. We are now looking for means on how we can increase our second per second income. We are looking for strategies on how we can increase our per second income, being paid per second. Everything I do, I get paid. Even when I'm quarreling with someone, me, I'm making money. For him, it's just quarreling, but me, I'm making money. Even when I'm paying people, I am making money. That's why me, I don't argue when I go to something I want to buy. When someone tells me the price, me, I just pay. My wife doesn't want me to buy things because me, I don't argue. I ask how much. He says, I pay. Then I just know as I'm speaking to her, I'm making more money. And some of you have decided to not to maximize this opportunity that pays you even when you are blinking. Even when I'm dreaming, I'm making money. Even when I'm dreaming, I'm making money. And you have decided to remain poor because of your own choice. You say, Royal Q, I'm looking for another opportunity. You keep on looking for opportunity. You think the grass is green at the other side, yet the grass is too green here. Too green. Too green. Too green. Too green. Let me give you an example. One day, I escorted my friends to court. One day, I escorted my friends to court. we were instructed to put our phones in silence. And so I showed them my phone before the court started. And I told them, we shall leave here by evening. By midday, I showed them my phone. I had $100. In the evening, I had $338. I told them, even if now the court ends, we are done. Hey, Jack, yes, even when I'm with my wife in the bed, we are making money. There is no day we don't make money. No wonder I usually tell my wife it is getting late to go to work, and she tells me we made money at night. Yeah, she's very stubborn. Like now, she has just left to go to her business. I was telling her, but it's getting very late. You need to drive the car and go to work very fast. And she was like, we made money at night. You see, things are not easy. But I understand her, and she's my upline. When my upline does, we got the account from him. So when I trade, my wife gets the bonuses. Some of you are just on this. Everybody you know must have a Royal Q application. You speak from the heart because the bonuses are unbelievable. The bonuses are unbelievable. The bonuses are unbelievable. When people come here to my house to work, they ask me, but sir, why do you stay at home? And I tell them, you have a smartphone. If you don't have, get one, then come back to me. You can stay home and make money. You can stay home and make money. Ladies and gentlemen, gone are the days that you need to suffer to make money. So understanding how you get paid is a phenomenal, more money, is a phenomenal opportunity in Royal Q. Now, next. Now, whenever there is a trade profit, the robot is entitled to 20% of the trade profit. I said, what? When I bring Peter and Peter makes profit, whenever Peter will make profit, the robot will charge Peter 20%. So when the profit comes to Royal Q converts the trade profit it has received to 100%. Royal Q keeps 30% and it distributes 70% to us. And I said, That's why me, when someone posts the results, $100, I clap so much. I dance so much because I know, he has been charged $20. Now Royal Q will take off 20. Royal Q will take off only 30. Royal Q on those $20. Let me take this 0. Royal Q will only take off 30%. On Royal Q will only take off $6. Hey. And where will Royal Q put the remaining? Royal Q will only keep off only $6 and bring the remaining 16 to us. That's why those who have noticed me, whenever someone posts their trading results, me, I dance, I clap, because I know $14 is going to come to us. I dance in the air, I clap. When you post more money, I can even sing for you. I sing for you because I know when you make $1,000, Royal Q is going to say 160 is back at the network. That's why I'm happy when people make profit, because I know they're going to be charged and we shall earn. We get paid for people's happiness. As people are happy, we are happy making money. I'm like, we are happy making money. We are happy making money. I sing with you. We are happy making money. Let's break it down. It is 20% to 60% depending on your rank. Now, someone decides to be a V1 for the rest of their life. I wonder. Because you only get 20%. V2 30%, V3 40%, V4 50%, V5 55%, V6 60%. It is important We don't receive anything from your capital. We only receive from your trade profit. We will receive team rewards as long as our team members are at least one rank below us. Those leaders, I don't know, leader Doris may not be here, but the people I started with, I was very competitive. There was one leader, I think he was distracted by scams. I became a V2, this guy became a V2. In 2 weeks, I was a V3. He said, you man, you are not a joke. When he became a V2 and a V2 like me, competition, I became a V3. When he became a V3 competition, I became a V4. When he became a V4 competition, I became a V5. But to move from here, that's why he caught me, and now we remain on the same rank, V5, V5. But the competition was stiff. It was serious. Why did I become serious about ranking? Because I get my rewards when my team member is one rank below me. So if I'm a V2 and you a V2, I know now this one I'm not going to earn. What do? I work so hard that once you become a V2, I become a V3. You'll never catch me, no joke. That's why I used to work hard. When you rank up the same rank as your team reward, you will stop benefiting from the rewards from this guy because he's a V2 like you. But Royal Q said, however, once you go to the next rank, your team rewards come back. But you know, when you start from V3 and above, if you're V3 and this guy is a V3, you'll earn what we call peer income. This is what you have seen on my screen. Let me show you guys. Just a minute. Let me show you. There is something we call peer income. Something we call, you see, this is peer income. It is coming from V5 lines. V5, V5. There is a V5. There are two V5s in one line. So this is coming from a V5 line. And I don't know the person, but I'm making one. All right. Are we learning? We're about to finish. Are we learning? Give me one in the chat if you are learning. Give me one in the chat if you are learning. Give me one in the chat if you are learning. It's up to you to decide either to be serious or to be half serious. It's up to you. People usually ask me, why don't you usually do audios to encourage people to work hard? I don't need to encourage you to work hard. I don't need to encourage you to work hard because it is between you and your financial situation. It's not between me. For you, if you work hard, it's okay. Even if you don't work, we shall withdraw without you. I usually want to remind you because some people forget. Even if you don't work, we shall withdraw without you. We shall withdraw without you. So you also work hard so that you can be withdrawing as we are also withdrawing. Hey, because even if you don't work, we shall work. I promise. Because as I speak to you, since morning I've been doing presentations. Even this one, I'm here, I'm going to come back to him. He wants to buy his robot. Even if you don't work, we are working. Even if you stop working, we are working. We are not stopping. Why are we not stopping? Because we have just started the business. I speak to people every single day. When I go to my status, it's talking about cryptocurrency. I don't have time. Tanza, what? Although I need to be a little bit funny, but it is cryptocurrency, crypto, business, entrepreneurship. I just passed. This was by the one of my friend died. I'll pay a visit to, but I'm back to business already. Now, are these people in all my business? I will approach them. Now, for you, what do you post on your status? When we go to my Facebook, it is business only. When you go to my TikTok, I don't know for you what you put on your TikTok. TikTok, I'm here, TikTok. I'm explaining business in my local language. I'm talking about what I do everywhere I go. Even on my t-shirts now I wear, they talk about, ask me about cryptocurrency. The thing has entered my blood vessels. I want to make sure that every single month, I make $1 million. And in Uganda, it's still tax-free. The way you make it, the way you take it, tax-free. Nobody knows about my income unless you is here. But even you don't know because you are not sure. Maybe when you come to me, I tell you how sure are you. Nobody is sure. It is via blockchain. This is our time. This is our time, ladies and gentlemen. This is something of our age. This is something of our time, of our economy, or something that is for us that are alive to make money without sweating so much. And someone says, I'm suffering to make money. Are you serious? Why do you use your phone for? Throw it away. If it is not making money for you, why do you have it? This is our time. Me, I have never seen something that gives me ability to do whatever I want to do. All excuses are valid, but unless you are tired of your current financial situation. Yes, thank you so much. This is our chance. Hey, this is our chance. Thank you. Very powerful. This is our chance to change our lives. It is hard for you. Who agrees with me? I want to be very paint hustle clear. Is it easy for someone in Nigeria to start up a company today in Nigeria and it becomes as successful as Dangote? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I want to be plain clear. My Nigerian community, my Nigerian friends on the call, is it possible for someone to start a company now in Nigeria and it becomes as successful as that of Dangote? Let me know in the chat, especially people who are coming from Nigeria. Is it possible? Very hard. The guy has dominated the whole market. To compete him, it's not a joke. It is not a joke. Not possible at all. Thank you so much. My friends in Uganda, even all over the world, look in your country, those different sectors that those entrepreneurship, those successful entrepreneurs are in. To start a business and make it very successful is very hard. But I have a question. Is it possible to make a lot of money from cryptocurrency? Is it possible to make a lot of money from cryptocurrency? Let me know in the chat as we come to the end of our call this morning. Is it possible? Is it possible to make a lot of money from cryptocurrency? Is it possible to make a lot of money from cryptocurrency? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are still thinking about it, if you are still doubting its power, if you are still saying I still think it is very, 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 very easy to make a lot of money from cryptocurrency. Very, 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 very easy to make a lot of money from cryptocurrency. This is why. The crypto market space, I'll end with this as I come to the end of my call. I'll share the PDF in the group. I'll share the PDF in the group. I'll share, these are my reasons why It's very easy for everybody to become a millionaire. And I'll end with this. I'll end with this on the call today. I'll end with this on this call today. I'll end with this on this call today. I will end with this on this call today. This will be my last take for today. The other plan of the compensation plan, I will share in the groups, the compensation plan. I'm going to share it in the group. Okay, this is what I would love to share with guys. I shared it with this guy here, but I'll share. The gold market cap, the total amount of money in gold is $12.8 trillion. The market cap, the Bitcoin market cap is 450 billion. The Bitcoin price will be $500,000 when it becomes as large as gold. I want you to compare the rate of adoption and just know that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are just beginning. If the exchange traded funds, the ETFs, are approved, more than $5 trillion will be there in days. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, stay awake, make wise financial decisions of our day and age. As I come to the end, one of the richest billionaires in the whole world is by the name of CZ. Why CZ? Because on every trade you take, Ratasha, this makes a lot of sense to me. Let me open a trade. 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 Let me open a trade, guys. Allow me open a trade. Allow me open a trade. Allow me open a sub sale. But here it may not be clear. Let me open it here. Look at this. Look at this, guys. All these are buys. But do you know that on every buy, CZ earns on my buy? Can we see transaction fees here? On every buy. CZ earns on every buy. On every buy, CZ earns. On every buy, CZ earns. On every buy, depending on the amount invested, CZ earns on every buy. On every buy, CZ earns. So when he earns on every buy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also here in Royal Q. On every sale that Royal Q does for someone, I get paid. So it means I have a plan to create my own Binance using Royal Q. So as people on every buy sees the earns and me on every sale, I make money. We have an opportunity that is equal balanced. The choice is in your hands. I want to thank you for joining our call for today. I want to thank you for this amazing decision to be here. I believe the future is bright more than it has ever been. I believe that you could make a decision to get your income to the next level. I believe you could be able to make money while sleeping, dozing, blinking, swallowing saliva, eating, going to the toilet, doing anything in this world as you get paid. I want to believe you could earn money every single day, every single second that happens on this world if you decide to take decision today and now. I want you to stop looking for opportunities, but to maximize the opportunity you have, ladies and gentlemen, because the grass is not green on the other side, but the grass is too green in cryptocurrency and blockchain. The safety, the ability for the robot to work 24 hours, 7 days, could allow you increase your capital, and non-stop you could be able to grow your money. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now to take charge of our future. The decision could be made now, and your future is in your hands. I believe the dream was given to you and nobody else. So take charge of your dream. Rise up, ladies and gentlemen, and let's change our financial decision, because the best is yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And it has been a palm-pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege, to have you on this call. God bless you. I'll drop the recording and I'll drop the PDF in the next few minutes. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.